everybody, it's your girl Tracy Pinkhammer. Let's talk about project management scope of work. On this recording, I will not be able to talk about all of the scope of work, but I can talk about the preliminary planning for your scope of work. Okay, so let's get started. The first things first, when you are constructing your scope of work, the budget that you send to the bank to get the loan for your rehab costs will not be the same, or will not have the same things or tasks on it that you will need for the scope of work to run the project. So let me tell you a little bit about myself before I go any further. I want you to understand that I did not just walk through the job site writing checks for 15 years, that I literally was at the job site painting houses, laying the floors, hanging and standing drywall. I was carrying 50-pound bags of concrete in. I did the work, people. So when I sit here and I tell you, I am not just speaking from what I think I know, but I'm literally speaking from what I had to do to know, which is different. So Tracy Pinkhammer, that's my name. The Pinkhammer came from me, putting hot pink tape around my tools because people don't know how to keep their hands to themselves, is all I'm saying. So the first things first, you get in your house and you've closed on it. You go to the house and you want to look at the kind of light that's in the house, because the light in the house will determine the finishes that you put in there, whether they're dark or whether they're light. Okay. Then I have something that I call a dump sheet. A dump sheet is where I take a clipboard and a couple of sheets of printer paper, and I start to build my scope of work. I walk through each room and I write down everything that I see and want to change, as detailed as I can get it. And this is important, then I take pictures, and I love these little camera apps. Don't you love these camera apps? You can actually draw on them, make little notes on them, put little arrows. What's this? You can share them. I love that. I love that you can do that. I don't know how I lived without it before, but you can share them with the contractor or the sub or whatever that you have coming to do the work. Then you go back to the lab and you take every note that you made and you write it down. Every note, you write it, you make it a sentence, you give it a task, you assign it to a person, you put a date, you put a phase of what part of the project it's going to go to. But we're not going to get into all that today. We really don't have time for all the details of it. But what I am going to talk to you about is the preliminary part of your scope of work. You want to order your alarm system, because vacant houses tend to have people that want to plop down in there, especially when you start cleaning it up. And I like to use Simply Safe, because Simply Safe, you can take it with you when you go. You can secure it to the house using Velcro, and that way it doesn't become a permanent fixture and you don't have to sell it with the house, and you can use it on your next project. Simply Safe, you want to call your exterminator, because the exterminator will come, and the exterminator will get rid of things like bed bugs, German roaches, spiders, fleas, ticks, bats, squirrels. You have no clue the things that I've seen. Then you want to go ahead and start preparing for your demo. I want you to order dumpsters. Listen, demoing a house is a profession. Do not use your cousin in them to come and demo your house, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to end up paying more for a plumber and electrician, because they did not remove the things that were secured to the walls, the things that were secured to your plumbing, the things that were secured to the electricity. They did not remove them correctly and gently. In the last construction or renovation project that I had, the person that I partnered with used friends to do the demo, and they literally ripped the flange out of the floor where the toilet. There was no flange. It was like there was nothing there. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to use unprofessional people in order to disconnect our fixtures from the wall, the plumbing, and the electrical. Okay. Get a dumpster, all right? Stop using people's trailers. The amount of trips that you have to take to the dump using trailers and the money that you spend, you might as well have just gotten a dumpster, set that thing over there in the back or front yard and fill it up and let them come and pick it up. This is a profession, people. This is a business. This is not you renovating your kitchen. This is a business. Treat it as such. Hire and order the things that are going to be professional and help you run your business better, more structured, and make sense, okay? You'd be surprised trying to save money how much money you waste, because the longer you stay on the project, the more you have to pay in utilities, the more you have to pay in interest payments, the more you have to, you know, the temperament of the selling and buying of houses in real estate and your area changes from season to season, right? You know, when it's summertime and springtime, they're buying and selling. Holiday time, things slow down. So you don't want to waste time trying to be cheap or cut corners. Go ahead, order your dumpster. Go ahead, hire a demo company. By the way, my son Jonathan, he is a demo company. So if you're in the North Carolina area, call me, because he's been demoing since he's 15 and he is now 28 and he is an expert. You will not have to call the plumber because the pipes are spurting water out. And he will call and ask questions. He knows a red flag when he sees it. Anyway, I just put that in there for my baby. Sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, so let's get back to it. Scope of work. We are building a scope of work. Preliminary task. Exterminator. Dumpsters. Interior and exterior demo. We want a clean slate to create on. We're creating here. We're creating a beautiful home for someone to live in. We're creating a business, an Airbnb for someone to go and spend time with their family and build memories. We are creating an experience here, people. Let's get with it. All right. It is very important that we start with a clean slate, a beautiful, fresh, white, crisp canvas. That's what we do. And then we start to add on to the house once everything is clean and cleared away and free of bugs. We can begin the process. So anyway, I hope this tip helped. This is the beginning of the Pink Hammer. I'm just playing. It is catchy, right? Don't play. Like, it is kind of good. But anyway, this is the beginning of me starting to help you build your scope of work for your residential. I have never done construction in a commercial property or renovations in a commercial property. So residential project management, residential flips for sell and hold. This is what I know how to do. This is what I've spent my past 15 years doing. And this is what I want to help you with. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks. Bye.